What do you do with some drywall tape and a very large wasp nest? It has layers and layers of paper. I know. Let's visual journal with it. Okay, take a look at all those layers. Did you know wasps chew the bark of trees and then they combine their saliva to make paper? And if this is paper, what do journalists use? But paper, and lots of it. So here's what I came up with. So I decided to use the paper for hair. And surprisingly, it accepts watercolor paint and inks very well. And without having to do a bunch of shading and highlights, provides natural highlights. And then as far as the drywall tape, it has its own glue, so you can just stick it right on your pages and it adds a very neat texture. Some other little goodies that I have in the background are it's like a receipt from 1952, Medicine Hat. It's a downtown clothing store. And this is an old CD case and some old burlap. And I decided to go with the words, "That is very strange," because I think it is very strange to use wasp nest paper and some of these items to make a visual journaling page, but it all worked out in the end. And some very weird, strange things have been happening around my studio and my acreage. I also use a fortune cookie slip, and this is like from Reber's department store from 1952. And of course, salute to Queen Elizabeth. And then on the back, this is a tag from tea. Then I made a little journaling card. In the distance, there's a castle. At this time when I started this, Queen Elizabeth had just passed away, and it was kind of around Halloween time, so it kind of made it kind of dreary and spooky. And then on the back, I wrote about some very strange things that have been happening around here. And then this is a piece of paper from like a Starbucks cup. And then another very strange idea I had was to take some paper bag and put a stencil underneath it, and then take some sandpaper and sand back and forth, and then I took some ink pads and then went across, and then you get embossed paper without having to have a fancy embossing machine. So, what's some very strange ideas that you've come up with?